Tonight on DC News Now at 4, what appears to be mysterious drones seen flying over Maryland.
This is very unsettling. I would like to know where these are coming from.
We're sitting down with the woman who caught the bizarre sightings on camera.
Prison time for a man who led police on a crazy chase in a stolen tow truck. We have brand new video of the ordeal as we learn how long he'll spend behind bars.
Then automated metro trains will return to the tracks this weekend for the first time in 15 years. How it could lead to faster and later train service.
Well, temperatures will begin to tumble as we head through your evening. We'll have a full look at this forecast and what to expect coming up.
And a young girl who's battled her own hardships on a mission to make other children smile. How she's cheering up kids around Montgomery County this holiday.
Well, breaking now, Metro is moving some of its lines back to automatic train operation for the first time in 15 years. Thanks so much for joining us for DC News Now here at 4. I'm Annalisa Gale.
And I'm Arielle Carbone in for Mark Hall today. The Metro rail system, it hasn't used automatic train operation since a deadly crash on the Red Line near the Fort Taunton Metro station. That was back in 2009.
Yeah, DC News Now's Randy Bass joining us now with the latest. Good evening, Randy. What else are you learning about these changes?
Yes, Metro's general manager is calling today a historic day for Metro train operations, announcing that Sunday will officially be the day that the Red Line returns to automatic train operation, the first time any Metro rail train will use automatic train operation during regular service in 15 years. That means no need for an operator at the helm, at the controls of those trains. However, an operator will still be sitting there just in case they need to take over. They will also be monitoring current conditions as they ride that train. Our cameras were there as Metro tested that out overnight last week. Automatic train operation, or ATO, is how Metro was initially designed to run when the system launched decades ago. This week, the Washington Metro Rail Safety Commission gave WMATA the green light to go live with ATO. Metro says it has made significant track and safety upgrades since that 2009 crash here near Fort Taunton. Metro GM Randy Clark says with these new changes, passengers can expect a better overall experience on Metro Rail.
Also makes it a much smoother system, and it's more reliable. We also become more cost efficient by running in automated mode, so we can provide better service at a lower price point overall as well.
Again, this is just the beginning. Metro is rolling out automatic train operation on the Red Line this Sunday, with the rest of the system's lines being phased in over the next year. Live in Fort Taunton, I'm Randy Bass, DC News Now.
All right, Randy, thank you. And the money that WMATA plans to save with this new automated system could lead to late night Metro service. Right now, Metro trains stop running at 1 a.m. on Friday and Saturday. WMATA GM Randy Clark wants to open stations an hour early at 6 a.m. on Saturdays and Sundays, and close an hour later at 2 a.m. on Fridays and Saturdays. Clark is proposing the extended hours in his 2026 fiscal year budget.
Well, taking a live look outside right now over the National Cathedral, and it looks beautiful out there. Not quite as dreary as what we saw yesterday, but it is sure getting chilly out there, Annalisa.
Yeah, let's turn over to meteorologist Brittany Ward, who's in for Damon Matson. Brittany, yeah, I was saying it's manageable. It's not as bad as it could be.
Yeah, and you know what? As we head through your evening, it's going to be a bit chilly out there, so keep that in mind. At least we are going to be dry. Yes, a live look outside National Cathedral. We are holding on to mostly clear skies. We could start to see a few clouds begin to build their way in, but satellite and radar are kind of showing you the wider view of the area. We're seeing those clouds starting to build their way in, mainly just south of DC. High pressure will begin to roll its way closer to the district as we head through your day tomorrow into the weekend, and that's going to be providing us with those dry conditions. But stepping out the door, not looking too bad. Temperatures right now sitting at 46 degrees in the nation's capital, 37 as you head over there to Hagerstown. You're back off into the 30s as you head further off west, south towards Kaiser, as well as Cumberland. But we'll slowly start to see those temperatures drop as we head through your evening. Take a look at your temperature planner. By 9 o'clock, temperatures are expected to be at the freezing mark here in the nation's capital. Then as we head into the overnight hours, we slowly start to see those temperatures dipping down into the 20s, and it will be a chilly start to our Friday. So keep it here. We'll have a full breakdown of this forecast and what to expect coming up.
All right, Brittany, thank you. Well, right now, D.C. police are sharing new video of a driver involved in a deadly hit-and-run crash near the Maryland border. That man who died, now identified as Omar Davis of Forest Heights, Maryland. That crash happening late Monday night on Southern Avenue Southeast near Suitland Parkway. Police say Davis was pulling out of a parking lot when the driver of a Jeep struck him there. He was thrown out of his vehicle and died in the hospital soon after. Police later determining the Jeep was stolen from Loudoun County. And we have new details about the human remains found in a fridge in Northeast Washington. They were found back in October on Brooks Place in Northeast. Police say the remains of 44-year-old Chandra Brown were in a concrete-like substance. They identified Brown using her fingerprints there. Her cause and manner of death still being investigated this afternoon. According to her obituary, Brown was a poet and graduated from Dunbar High School in 1998.
A new at 4 reaction from district leaders after an independent investigation found Councilmember Trayon White violated D.C. Council Code of Conduct. Now, the report released yesterday was launched after White was indicted on a federal bribery charge, accused of accepting money in exchange for his influence on city contracts. The findings in this report, they could impact White's fate on D.C. Council.
God is good.
As Councilmember Trayon White continues to fight a federal bribery charge, an independent investigation determined White violated various council codes of conduct, using his position of power for personal financial gain.
I'm confident in the investigation and the report that was produced.
And Councilmember Kenyon McDuffie is leading the ad hoc council committee investigating White. And while he wouldn't give his specific thoughts on the findings, he said the investigation was thorough.
We tried to not leave any stones unturned.
Investigators reviewed more than 20,000 documents and interviewed 22 people. Finding substantial evidence, White accepted $35,000 in cash from an FBI informant and accepted the cash payments in exchange for agreeing to meet with and influence various government officials. It did not conclude White broke residency requirements, despite his name being on a lease for a luxury apartment in Ward 6.
What I can say is that the process works.
Mayor Muriel Bowser saying Thursday she hasn't fully read the report, but applauded the investigative process, which she helped create.
I wrote the legislation that created the Board of Ethics and Government Accountability.
Based on this report, council could vote to expel or censure White, action McDuffie wouldn't commit to just yet.
I don't think it's appropriate for me to have that conversation right now.
Okay.
Now, White and his attorneys, they declined to speak with investigators for this report. The ad hoc committee, it does meet on Monday. That is at 9:30 to discuss the report, and that will be open to the public. McDuffie expects recommendations on White's fate to be made to council then, and White will then have 30 days to respond. Meanwhile, after a hearing with Homeland Security officials regarding mysterious drones over New Jersey, what appear to be drones have now been spotted in Maryland. You can see it on this video behind us. A viewer sending in this video of them hovering over Bowie this week. Our DC News Now's Liberty Simmons joins us live in Liberty. You spoke with one of the women who spotted them.
Well, Marielle, good afternoon. Autumn Stasuli says she was just out with her family trying to see Christmas lights when she suddenly spotted a different kind of lights hovering over her home here in the sky.
There's a drone. They're all over.
Cell phone video shows flashing green and red lights in the sky above Autumn Stasuli's Bowie, Maryland home Monday night.
I got out of my car and then started filming. And these drones were just like all over the place. I was shocked.
Autumn says she spotted what appeared to be 3 to 5 drones the size of SUVs in the sky emitting loud noises. This comes as Homeland Security officials and lawmakers met Wednesday over a string of drone sightings over New Jersey. A New Jersey representative claimed they were coming off a mothership from Iran.
There's no so-called mothership launching drones towards the United States.
The Pentagon says the drones don't appear to be coming from a foreign entity or adversary.
This is very unsettling. Like, I would like to know where these are coming from, and especially now that they're starting to be seen in Maryland.
Autumn says she then saw what appeared to be military jets chasing after the drones.
Where are these actually coming from? Are they coming from another country perhaps, or is it something along the lines of, hey, another dimension, aliens, my mind went in different areas.
And we reached out to the Department of Homeland Security and the FBI. We're still waiting to hear back. We also reached out to several military bases. So far, Fort Meade says that it has had no reports of any drones, and Bowie police say they are investigating. For now, live here in Bowie, Liberty Simmons, DC News Now.